In second grade, I tested into an accelerated learning program at my elementary school called ELP. Once a week, I would leave my normal classroom and join several other students in a different classroom where we would spend the day learning entirely different material from other peers. For most of my life, I also received mostly A's and B's in all my classes. Because of the grades I received in school and the special program I was in, I was always told and believed that I was smart. In today's society, students are often labeled as smart solely because of the grades they receive in school. Being smart, however, actually has little to do with grades. By definition, smart is having or showing the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills into one's own life. Often, this false perception of smart leads students who don't receive as good of grades or who aren't in accelerated programs to view themselves as stupid or unintelligent. My brother, for example, tested and tried to get into ELP for 5 out of his 7 years of elementary school. He was never able to pass this test, however, because his brain works in a different way than the test requires. The test requires a great deal of problem-solving skills and speed at solving these problems. My brother was never successful at taking this test because he is extremely analytical and likes to take his time analyzing each and every part of a problem. Because he failed the test so many times, he began to view himself as a failure. He restricted himself and academically beat himself up because a single test told him he wasn't good enough. My sister also had a similar perception of herself. In school, she never received good grades and struggled far more than my brother and I ever did. However, at a young age, she learned that what she lacks in school, she makes up for in her people and sales skills. My sister has a way with people that I can only dream of having, and used her great people skills to sell Girl Scout cookies, lemonade, or anything for a fundraiser. My sister could sell a painting to a blind man or a hamburger to a vegan. She learned the best way to be successful and was able to transfer this knowledge into her own life. This is the kind of smartness that the true definition implies. The ability to identify one's own strengths and talents and transform them into one's own life to be more successful. The problem today is that students' level of smartness is measured by the grades they receive in school as opposed to how they apply acquired knowledge and skills into their own lives. Everyone has a special set of talents that makes them unique, whether it be excelling in school or sports, playing music, or interacting with people. A student's level of smartness should not be measured by the grades they receive in school, but how they transfer these unique talents and acquired knowledge into their everyday lives. Just as my sister was able to take her great people and sales skills and transfer them into her own life to make money for herself and any kind of fundraiser. Students should not be judged on their strengths or on their weaknesses and grades, but on how they transfer their strengths and knowledge into their own lives. It is like Albert Einstein once said, "Everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." Thank you.